So it's welcome back, guys, to Joff at Motorhome Adventures. I thought it's about time I put out another video. We've only been back about, we've been back 2 days, so I need to make another video. So basically, we've had a bit of sleep, catch up, bit of good food, stuff like that when you get home, just getting all that relaxation, stuff like that. So I'm back to work. That's a relaxation for me. So you know, when I'm on a motorhome trip, we work pretty hard, to be fair. So yeah, so but for your information, that is for all your information, guys. So anyway, welcome back. We'll crack right into this video. I'm back tonight. I thought, right, I need to tear back again. Let's get back to some of the bare essentials for the motorhome style that we lead anyway, just to pass on that information to you guys. The first thing when we get to the park up, okay, what is the first thing that we do? We get in my little container in the dashboard of the Fiat Ducato. That's our little pens, a little map reading torch in there, and in here always is my little level up bubble. I've had this for eternity, and I've showed it on many a video, I must admit, you know what I mean, but I'm just ripping back again and just sort of like, right, let's get back to them bare essential things that I think I've got a list of 5 things tonight that I think are the most essential that we've used on this trip every single time we park up, just about, okay? So the little bubble. So what do I do with the little bubble? When I'm in the driver's seat, when I'm getting on the position where I'm going to park, the little bubble gets taken out of there. I literally lean around and place it on the table of a motorhome. That's where it needs to be. So the next thing is obviously looking at that little bubble and deciding what direction the motorhome needs to be lifted. And for this process, I use the Mega Malenko chunky ramps. You've probably seen me using these many a time. I'm always using them. Tagging a picture. I literally got on Amazon today, and they are available on Amazon. So if you're looking for a set of these style ramps, they are available on Amazon. I'll try and get some links in actually to some of these products as well. And so why do we get the motorhome level? What is that all about? The number one is to get level for the sleep pattern. If you, I don't know if you are ever not level in your sleep position in your bed, you tend to like fighting. So we're trying to find that you're in that totally level position, just like when you're in your house. Your house is level, your floor is level, your bed is level, and you are level. You're just in that dunk position. You're not sort of leaning a little bit, sliding down the mattress or anything like that. So that is number one priority for us as regards that sleep thing. Number two on this subject of the levelness is the other big thing. We hate the doors swinging open. If you can get when you're dead level, because we open our bathroom door and it will just it won't swing back and go bang. The drawers, if you open a drawer, it won't. You know, do you know what I mean? Everything needs to be like level in your motorhome to be, and that's what it's all about, getting that. And the next thing going on from there, so the shower tray. Okay, so and we always like do this because it's like, right, we've got to try and get as level as we can tonight. We're having showers later on, and the water then goes down the hole. Nice. You know what I mean? It's not going to spill out over the door or disappear. You know, it's literally going to disappear down the drain hose in your shower tray. That's the other thing. And obviously with a 3-way fridge, refrigerator, if you're running on gas, that little flame in the flue of the, if it's not, it needs to be vertical, burning vertically, and not sort of on an angle, because it'll give you trouble later on with your fridge. So that is the reason, the main reasons for us getting level. And obviously, if you're you don't want your drink sliding off the table, you want to be, you want to be, it's just one of them things that we just like to do. And we've seen, to be honest, on this trip alone, we've seen a couple of motorhomes in predicaments where are kind of like, crikey, how do you sleep in that kind of position? Do you know what I mean? I don't know, maybe some people like to be on that sort of angle if they're like sleeping that way with their heads up. I don't, but we are always trying to get on the level, and then you're ultimately, the whole floor of your motorhome is nice and level, all nice and even. So that is, like I say, the one of the main reasons why we try and do it anyway. Compromises with that style of chock. Probably the advantages of that style chock with them, because you get into that little well, you've got them positions, and you get your tyre into that little well, and you haven't sort of got to worry too much about like run back. Some of these like cheese wedge style ramps, you've almost got to. I had some in the past, early days. I had some. I've still got them, and occasionally I've got them outside of this motorhome now, just in case we're in for a lot of rain, and I'll put it on an obscure angle so the rain will run off the roof while it's in that position. But the other thing with that style of ramp is it tends to want to like roll off it. You need to like wheel chock under the back wheels, just to get the handbrake on. Obviously get the handbrake on, but obviously you need that chock just to stop any just lock in position. But with the Malenkos, I find that it does sit in there really nice, and they're very like grippy. They've been absolutely bulletproof for us, I must admit. Obviously the compromises on them bigger style wheel ramps, the Malenkos, is obviously the size of them. So with us, we've got the garage in the back, so they go in there. We got plenty of space to put him, but obviously they're, we've got probably the size in the picture maybe, but got to get some dimensions as well. Get some dimensions, put them in. But obviously, like, that is one of the most important things for us. Them wheel chocks, get level, and yeah, a bit of a compromise on that weight and the storage issue. A little bit heavier than smaller ones. You see the people with the smaller ones, but for me, they've just been so good all the way through, and it just doesn't take, sometimes I'm quite high up on that ramp, so we've actually been propelled up quite a few, sort of like 8-10 inches up, in a to get that sort of levelness, and it's quite surprising. You think you're dead level, and you're like way off, really. Okay, so I think that as the level bubble, the ramps. Okay, number 3 is back to the old favourite, the wires, your hookup wires. So again, you've probably seen me with my big like coil style one, but you don't need to have a big coil style one like that. You can I'm going to get the lead in for the industrial leads co.uk as well, because Barry up there in Scotland makes all these super heavy duty leads. I know I love, like, Barry's products are absolutely the best. They're made in Scotland. They are heavy duty leads. I'm always showing these. They're all tested. They're absolutely quality, and the thickness of the lead is just like second to none. Barry's got it sussed. He knows. Talk to Barry. Ring him up. Speak to Barry. If there's anything you actually need electrical wise for hookup leads, stuff like that. So the actual leads, you can get them in different lengths. They join together. So occasionally we get like, that hookup's a long way away. Can I? Yeah, I can, because I've got the big coil lead. I've got two 20-meter leads, and you just, if the power's there, you want to park where you want to park, and sometimes you don't want to be sort of thinking, well, I can compromise by parking down there and I've got power. You park where you want and then worry about getting your lead in the do you know what I mean? You want to park where you want to park and then worry about the lead afterwards. And like I say, if you've got interchange all joined together, get the distance, lovely, perfect. So the next thing is, on this trip, Spain and Portugal, I did use this one quite a lot, the European style one, the 2-pin. So again, this is one of Barry's. My old style one, as a comparison, I still carry it. So, you know what I mean? I just sort of like, it's one of them things I just carry. And but there's the old styly, the conventional one. You'll see them in motorhome shops all over the UK. But look at the difference in the size of the leads. Can you see? It's a job that, hang on, let me just see if I can get some sort of perspective on that. The black lead is so much thicker than this little one, and the quality of it, I just love using this one. It's in it goes, real nice quality. The feel of this lead is incredible, and then obviously it goes in and will join on. But surprisingly, on this trip we did use this pretty often. So if you're thinking about doing a similar trip, make sure you carry one of these, because you just don't want to be again in that predicament where I haven't got the lead, because it's so frustrating. There it is. You know, there's a hookup with power on it, and you can't hook up to it because you've just got the conventional styly like that to plug in. But make sure you get a European lead, and this one is just, I love it. It's absolutely, again, from Barry, and it just gives you that little bit of extension. You know, you're looking at 1.5 meters here, 1.5 meter extension straight away, so it just gives you a little bit of length, and then straight away you can just like bang it into the into your lead, and they're just so nice. It's all bloody lovely quality stuff. So that is another essential if you're doing them kind of trips. Keep it there all the time. I'm not going to say this is a really big essential, but I'm going to throw it in anyway, because this is the single into a double. So if there is limited on a motorhome park where it's like, damn, he's got his lead in, although I'll tell you a little story now. So most people were quite you know, like, yeah, sure, yeah, no problem, you got a splitter lead, let's join on. I was actually in Biarritz on this trip, and we wanted to park in one position, but there wasn't the power, and so it was kind of like, and it was the motorhome park just the other day in Biarritz. So so we got in this one position. I wasn't too bothered about actually parking in this particular spot really, but anyway, I'm like, okay, there's the power, okay, let's see if so I went down to this other motorhome, and sort of like, and it was like a French one, and like I say, in the past it was the first time I was a bit like, oh no, no, none. Okay, fair enough. So that was that. But on other occasions, it's not been a problem. It's just 99.9% of the time, yes, that little 0.1 of none. So yeah, but it just gives you another option, and it just gives you another outlet if you want to, yeah, whatever you, it's just nice to have sort of some combinations that work for you. Another one, I'm going to say this is an essential one. Another one from Barry is the sort of, maybe if you want to hook up at your house or your friend's house, that is the conventional UK 3-pin plug going in to your extension socket. Okay, snap. But great products. There's the old Y connector, is that regular one, which again I keep in a bag, and got loads of it. So that is that. Now I'm going to refer back to my list. Oh, so number 4 on the list. Let me just put my little bubble in there. And number 4 on this list is silver screens. Silver screens, external covers that go right the way around. You've seen me. And the greatest thing about silver screens is obviously the winter trips, the condensation on the inside of windscreens. We got to that situation where, so when it's quite warm and you haven't got the heating on very much, and down in them temperatures, we were seeing like 22 degrees in the daytime, and in the nighttime it wasn't that shabby either. But so occasionally it's like, but if there's any sign of any condensation along the bottom, I'm like, right, tonight, back on with the silver screens. Silver screens, the insulation, no condensation whatsoever. I'm going to put the link in as well to silver screens. We had a, what are we on now? We're on to maybe the second set. So we had our initial ones for a Ford Transit styly. The second ones for this one is on the Fiat Ducato. Silver screens, if you need any information on them, give them a ring, because I remember speaking to the lady up there, up in Yorkshire, and she's super helpful. They know the ins and outs of motorhomes, they know the models, and all they need to know is your model. And it's even down to the Remis blinds now as well. You need to, if you've got the Remis style on the inside, they need to be they need to be a little bit wider on the envelopes that slide onto the doors for the silver screens, but they are absolutely essential. What we tend to do is we put them on, and then obviously to make it in the winter time feel even more warmth visually, we just draw the remises as well, and it just makes the environment really nice and inside your motorhome with the silver screens on. It's lovely. But silver screens, I haven't got, so we at home here at the moment I haven't got them on, because we just keep the DeLonghi ticking over, and there will be no condensation. It's what you know what it's like when you're having a shower, when you're living in it, when you're boiling the kettle, then that's what causes the condensation. But just that little ambient temperature, not a problem. But okay, if it got any colder, maybe I would be, because it tends to keep the heat inside. It will insulate it a lot more. But it's been pretty mild at the moment. If it starts dropping below freezing, they'll be coming out. Getting close to freezing, they'll be coming out, and back on, wrap it up. But not only that, it just gives you that extra kind of like blanket on the outside. Windscreens are very cold when it's cold on the outside. Windscreens freeze in, and it just makes it a little bit more warmer. And also we use them in the summer, so when it's super hot, get that insulated silver screens round, and it will give you that it keeps it cooler in the summertime when it's warm outside. Keeps it a lot cooler inside your motorhome, so bear that in mind. So number 5 on the list is silver screens, number 4 on the list, and so it's only 5 on this list at the moment. It just gets the momentum going. Let's see what people say about this. See, and we all know, from experience, I just literally sort of like sat down today thinking, right, let's rip it back again and get down to them real essentials that everybody needs. And I'm not saying number 5 on my list is Gaslow rechargeable gas system, because on this trip we have used the shower so many times. It's really, when the refills, it's been minimum, and it's basically 10, 12 euros, 15 euros. Do you know what I mean? Very cheap to refill you want to shower, put the heating on, put the hot water on, boil the kettle, get the heating of the blown air. The blown air is just phenomenal. We just love it. That last night over in Dieppe, and the temperature just plummeted, and we was going to have our showers, and I just literally blasted it up, got the Troomer, whacked on the fan to like boost, and there was just like, it's just pumping out warm air, and it's kind of like you're in this little capsule, super warm. And that morning it was so icy outside, it was unbelievable. It really plummeted. But the Gaslow for us has been you know, just so effective. What can you say? Number 5, the Gaslow. So I think I'm going to leave this video there, guys, and I'm going to come back to a few other issues probably later on in the week. But I hope, and give us some comments on this, and I hope that has maybe given you a little insight to a few things that we really feel that are essential motorhome equipment. And even if you're like a seasoned sort of motorhomer or a novice, in the long run, if you, from the word go, if you invest in good quality equipment, it's going to last you a long time. And I've had various, in the early days, the orange hookup cables that are all coiled up and stuff like that, and things like that. You just kind of like learn in the end that in the end, the black leads, it's like very visually nice when it's like sort of lay it in, lay it around, keep it off the, not just like slung around, we're going to trip over it, bit of a hazard. Just lay it all nice around your thing, and it just sits in the environment nice on a curb, maybe on a motorhome park. Lovely. So yeah, I just hope this video is maybe inspired you a little bit, and that's what we're all about, is a little bit of inspiration. So definitely give us a thumbs up, guys, give us a comment, be really interesting to see your views on this video, and thanks for watching. See you soon.